Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players and Shorto. Today, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the meta report and what I feel like the meta should look like, more or less than what it currently is now. Since my last video, which I will post a link in the description below, Jedi Knight Revan was at 88%. Also in that video, I talked about General Grievous and his rework, so I still stand true to it, but at the same time, we could still be missing future characters and or reworks, being Geonosians could get reworked. They could have a 5th Geonosian that could help the droids out as separatists. Dooku could get reworked. Ventress could get a little rework. I don't see Ventress getting any sort of separatist synergy, but hey, maybe her leadership would work with the droids. Who knows? Newt Gunray could get a rework. There's a lot of things. There's other droids that could get added into the game. I'll post a link in the description below of the separatists that could make it into Galaxy of Heroes. But then there's also the fact of HK-47 coming into the game. That character alone could change the future. So we'll just definitely have to see what happens and when that time rolls around. However, I do want to talk about a few other things. I'm just going to show off what I feel like the arena meta should look like. But I'm going to first show off this 88%. We got a lot of different, leaders here and there. So all these bounce around, but they're at 0% and 1%. Trey is still at 7%. This needs to go down like 20%, and all these other ones should go up by 30%. Also, we still see Hermit Yoda. We also have Stormtrooper Han. But we have a Snow Trooper instead of Royal Guard this time around. But we also have Kylo Ren Unmasked. Bosk is in here this time around. Chief Chirpa, Rex, good old Rex. Hopefully he gets a rework and he gets to be part meta. We also got Kit Fisto. Who? What? Where? Huh? Why Kit Fisto? But yeah, and then we got Wedge, so that one okay. But Kit Fisto, his leadership is... I'm sorry, I gotta go to his leadership. I know it's not pulled up. That's the forums. Let's see. There we go. What is Kit Fisto's leadership? Tenacity and Jedi. All allies gain 25% tenacity and Jedi get 45 defense. It's not 45%, it's 45 defense. That's a horrible leadership. Oh man, that needs to be like super updated. I feel like this one could have like 50 defense, tenacity, and evasion, and 20% evasion or something, and leave it at that. I don't know. Maybe another counter chance. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about Kit Fisto. But yeah, I just wanted to mention Kit Fisto's in there. So, but yeah, here is my thoughts on the arena. Starting off with the fact of Jedi Knight Revan. Jedi Knight Revan is the sole 88% leader of the meta, and it's just crazy, mind-boggling, and annoying all at the same time. Yes, there have been people talking about a nerf to him. Yes, I can agree. I may cover that in another video. What can be done between Jedi Knight Revan, Jolie Bendo, etc., to making Revan teams less annoying to deal with. Just a little bit less annoying. It'll allow other teams that people have been working on forever. Like, I finally unlocked Trey, and I'm having a hard time struggling against these Revan teams because Revan targets Traya all the time. It's not random. It's like, I feel like Nest and Traya are the two main targets that is insanely annoying for Revan teams, apparently. So that's why Revan targets, with the marked ability, Nest and Traya. So, but, okay, so going into it, though, some people thought, Grievous, once he came out, he was going to change up the meta a bit. He hasn't done much. I'm sure some people on some arena shards have gotten HK lead working before his rework, if he's ever going to get a rework. Hopefully he does this month. But we do not have a rework an arena that's more viable. And I'm going to show off a few. And of course, one person, or a couple of the mobile gamer on RLT have been talking about a rock, paper, scissors meta. I get the idea of that. You're getting more factions in, more teams in, stuff like that. That's a great idea, but I'm also going to disagree with them because that is just too weak. A rock, paper, scissors meta? No, I want more than rock, paper, scissors. And I'm going to look towards the Big Bang Theory and other internet sources that there is the rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. And this is a meta I would love to see. More than just rock, paper, scissors, because it's just a one-way triangle. I want more variety in there. So rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock is, I think, an amazing idea to see a team come together and work toward, or just more than one team dominating the arena. It's just so annoying to face those Revan teams. And even the Revan mirror matches, they suck. They're horrible. So yeah, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock is one option. And finally, I had to do it because there were some people online that have created it. So kudos to those that created it. This one, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, Spider-Man, Batman, Wizard, Glock. This is the meta style I truly want. Where you have Revan and Malik, other Revan, Mother Talzin, JTR, Grievous, HK, the Triumvirate, CLS and other Rebels, or JTR and Resistance, and Mandalorians. But then there's also ones that can pop in here and there, like Maul, Bounty Hunters, Scoundrels under Kira, Rex. I had to throw Rex in there because, Rex is a thing. So, but this is a meta I want to see, not some silly little rock, paper, scissors meta. We could get to there, but I liked it when Traya came out. I will admit, some people, hated the Traya meta, but at the same time, how many teams were competing? You had Palpatine teams, because you had the Nightmare teams, because there were teams that, Traya weren't out for some people, so they were slowly working on the teams. And maybe having Revan actually be released raid style would have probably been better than Journey style, in my opinion. And yes, it could have been a way high-end raid, but we already had a recent raid, and we need a little bit of time to get used to that. But going back to it, at the time, you had Traya teams, you had Revan teams, or not Revan, sorry, Palpatine teams. You had, every now and then you'd have a CLS team, you'd have a Rex team. The Rex, Wampa, Talzin, General Kenobi, and once Nest came out, Nest kind of was in there too. But what was the other one, man? I'm going blank. Yeah, there was just like a 5-team collaboration with that under Rex teams. Bounty Hunters probably didn't really see much. Some people were trying Maul with the new Sith teams going on out there. Heck, Mother Talzin teams, of Saz Ventress-led teams. So there were more variety leaders there than just Revan. Come on, CG. Yes, I know people have just gotten Revan their second time around, and it flooded even more. If you gave another, say if Revan came tomorrow, next week, 88% would be probably 95% or 98%. Even though I'm not ready for my Revan, and I still don't have Revan. But come on, CG, we need some diversity. Look to these ideas. Yes, it's a great start for Mobile Gamer Arnold T to say, and even Cubs fan on, I think they had mentioned it, to do a rock, paper, scissors format. But no, you need to look to Big Bang Theory's rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, starting off with, and then going into this bigger collaboration that people added more to. This is the arena I would love to see. 8 teams dominating the arena, bouncing around. And even if you go into, I know some people here do play Magic, and some people are those that follow me that watch and play Galaxy of Heroes. I'm sure some do and some don't play Magic the Gathering. But if you play Magic the Gathering, you go into a lot of formats. I don't count standard really, but going into like a modern format, there are probably 12, 15 different decks that, bounce around, fluctuate. A new card gets added, makes this team better. And really, that's what it needs. It's like maybe they need a month, maybe October of this year, we get the last 3 Night Sisters that are in the back game data to make Night Sisters kind of stay. Because I feel like, yes, I know some people are annoyed with it, but Night Sisters, I feel like, should be up there. They're like, maybe not tier 1, but like maybe tier 2 style team where they're just up there competing and can still beat those teams. A little tricky to beat Revan teams, but still able to fight those teams consistently and take those teams on. That's where I feel like these, you know, adding new characters in each little faction. Once they do enough more, quite a few more reworks this year, hopefully they top off Galactic Republic and Separatist, you know, get them all reworked. We could, and then, you know, work on, I still say they need to still work on some Rebels and some Empire. Then we can have a meta where we have the Empire, the Rebels, the Resistance, First Order, Separatist, Galactic Republic, the Old Republic, all these different factions at the top instead of this dominating Revan. So I do hope this happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree with me on this? Do you disagree? What would you like? What characters and teams would you like to see at the top of the arena other than just Revan? Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all those that watch the videos I make. And you guys have a wonderful day.